Hey everyone. Yeah, I just thought I'd do this real quickly before I have to clock back in to work, or at least get something quick to eat for lunch before I clock in. But you see, the title says it best. GFW, Global Force Wrestling, has to bring it come Destination X. It doesn't matter if Destination X on August 17th is a full 2-hour show, maybe a little over 2 hours on Pop Network, on the Pop Network, on Pop TV. It doesn't matter if it'll end up in 2 parts, continuing on the following week, like what Lucha Underground does with Ultima Lucha. But what they have to do, GFW, because everybody has said there's a lot of positiveness with this company when it comes to the talent that they have and some of the story angles that they're trying to utilize. But what's overshadowing that is a lot of the mixed signals they're giving. I mean, it's like they want to do one thing, which a lot of people want to see they do, but then they're doing something else, and it makes you wonder what's up with this company. You know, what's going on? I mean, hopefully by Destination X they address the whole Alberto El Patron situation, and whether or not they're going to strip him of the belt and remove him from GFW or keep him around, since I guess things are starting to settle down and come into light, if you know what I mean. But they have a lot on the plate. They have a lot to they got a lot of questions to answer for, and at Destination X they're going to have to give us those answers. They'll have to, you know, excuse my language, God, shit or get off the pot. They can't be sitting on their butts all the time and make us wonder, okay, what's going on with this company, because they need to give us an answer. Now, apparently, there is going to be a world title match there. We know that Lashley or Seidel is going to face El Patron, or if they decide to make the decision to strip El Patron of the belt and basically remove him from the company because of all the baggage he's brought, then I could see them doing a matchup between Seidel and Lashley to determine the new champion. But the point I'm trying to make here, folks, is Global Force Wrestling really has to step it up. They really have to bring the A+ game. Not just their A game, but the A+ game. They have to look at this as probably... Global Force Wrestling has to look at Destination X as probably the show that's going to save their company. As the show that's going to define them. As the show that says, hey, they found their identity. They are now exactly what they should be. But they haven't done that yet. And until they find that identity, and hopefully it'll be at Destination X, people are still going to question them. I mean, you got bizarre endings and stuff going on. It's like, you know, people are like, what's the end game here? I mean, some people point out some of the weaknesses that need to be addressed and strengthened. Like, their tag division isn't even that strong anymore. I mean, what are you doing? Bringing in tag teams from all over the world to challenge LAX? Instead of having homegrown tag teams in the company to fight for the belts? I'm just saying. You know, what's the end game with Conan? Are you trying to say, hey, we're going to give Conan one last hurrah in the ring and he's going to face El Patron, come bound for glory? Is that going to be addressed at Destination X? Because, let's be honest, nobody honestly wants to see El Patron and Conan. They don't. The point is, GFW has to really step it up come Destination X on August 17th. They have literally 9 days. 9 days to think about what they're going to do. Now, maybe that might be a positive because because the backstage staff, the creative team, the bookers and all that have a lot of time on their hands. Ever since they finished up the tapings, the more recent tapings in Orlando, they've had plenty of time on their hands to come up with exactly whatever they have planned for Destination X. Hopefully they work things out, and hopefully Destination X will go off without a hitch. But again, they have to bring the A+ game at Destination X to shut everyone up, if not momentarily. They have to do that. They have to answer a lot of questions. Like, as crazy as it sounds, people are wondering what's going on with Bruce Pritchard. You know, what's the story angle with him? What's going on there? Here's the thing, I hinted to the Schleg Daddy at OTR Central, I hinted to the Schleg Daddy, as well as somebody else that was communicating with him, you know, because somebody was asking him what was up with Bruce Pritchard. He kind of responded that pretty much we know the answer. And in my response, I said, hint, power struggle angle, anybody? Or something like that. I basically hinted at the fact that we're probably looking at a power struggle. But why? Why would GFW, formerly Impact Wrestling TNA, why would they do that? Haven't they learned a lesson? Well, it's supposed to be a power struggle that's... I mean, how are they going to do it? How are they going to do this one? What? Bruce Pritchard doesn't trust the Jarretts, that he can see through the lies, and this is all about them being on top again? You know, are they going to do a shoot thing with him where he calls out the Jarretts and explains why WCW didn't do so well, why TNA didn't do so well, and it's all because, you know, this and that? Is he going to point out that Jeff only became the head man of these companies because he wanted to book himself as a champion when no other companies besides WCW would be dumb enough to do it? You know, is that the end game here with that? Who knows? The point is, there's a lot of questions that are left unanswered, and they need to be answered at Destination X by this company. They basically got to bring their A game. They've got to bring their A game. They've got to basically build to something at Destination. They got to use Destination X as the event where they find their identity, and then use that as the catapult and the foundation, the catapult that's going to launch them to Bound for Glory in a positive way, and help them build upon that foundation that they laid down at Slammiversary, saying that they are basically showing that they can be a legit wrestling company and an entertaining wrestling company if given the chance. But now they have to prove it. They have to bring their A game come August 17th. They really do, because honestly, if they don't bring their A game come August 17th, Lord only knows how people are going to react to this company. Lord only knows. I mean, yes, spoilers may be hurting this company as a whole because people can't really keep their texts this shut, if you know what I mean, and allow people to be surprised when they see it for the first time. Now, true, you can avoid spoilers, but let's face it, everybody loves to be spoiled, especially if they can't wait, especially if they can't afford to go to a movie or go wherever. They love to be spoiled, so at least they have the know-how, they have the knowledge of what's happened or going to happen. So, hopefully, Destination X, TNA brings their A game. They bring it, I mean, not TNA, but GFW brings their A+ game, and they can finally use this to find their identity. Because they have the talent. They have possibly good story. Because they have the talent to pull it off. They have possibly good story angles to go with if they choose. The only question is, the only thing is, it's up to them. And the only question is, will they do it? Will they follow through on what they need to follow through on? And find that missing piece of the puzzle that they need to fit in to establish to things like WWE and Ring of Honor. All I can say is GFW, Anthem Sports, Jeff Jarrett, Ed Nolherm, Dutch Mantell, you guys need to really step it up come Destination X, because if not, your company is not going to have a very bright future leading into Bound for Glory. So, let me know what you all think down below. Comment if you like. I got to go back to work here, and I'll talk to you later. And thank you for watching live.